Hi, I'm Gerald Lucas, and I'm here with my good friend Glen Gallucci. We're both full-time real estate investors, and we're here today to give you the next in our video series on real estate. Today we'll be talking about the first steps, the first parts in analyzing a deal. And Glen, when I'm analyzing a deal, one of the first things that I look at is the neighborhood that the property is in. Do you do the same thing?
Absolutely. That's where we start, because we want to know what type of neighborhood it is, because that's going to ultimately affect our exit strategy. Whether there are a lot of rental, 2-family, 3 families in the neighborhood, we can buy it to turn it over, just to flip it, or we can buy it and hold it for rental properties, which I know Gerald, which he'll talk about in some of our series as well, does. So it's very important to know the type of neighborhood that you're in. Is that the same for the short sales? And this is what I do on the bank-owned properties.
Absolutely. I want to know what neighborhood the property's in, and we want to try to figure out what the value of that property is.
Right. One of the most important factors, I think.
Absolutely. What else do you look for when you're looking at properties? So what do you try to avoid, really, when you're looking at properties?
Well, I try to avoid 2 things. One, some of the dysfunctional houses that we call, and a dysfunctional house is something that's not typical with the rest of the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. It's not consistent. It's odd layouts. Mm-hmm. It's what you said previously when we had a conversation.
The railroad.
The bedrooms are right in a row. You have a bedroom. In order to get to the 3rd bedroom, you have to cross through 2 other bedrooms. And that is not something that your end buyers are looking for today. They did this years ago, and you don't see it today. But well, how about when they have 5, 6, 7 bedrooms and
only 1 bathroom?
Right, and where's that bathroom?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. So that makes it a tough sell. If all your bedrooms are upstairs and you have a bathroom right off the kitchen, it's just not a good resale feature. And that's what we always need to look for. What are we going to do? How are we going to sell this property? One of the other things I look at for bank-owned properties is how long the property's been on the market. It's called days on market. And if a property is only out for like 4 or 5 days, the chances of the bank giving you a much reduced price on what they're offering for is not so great. But when it's on the market 90 days, 120 days or longer, the bank's starting to get a little bit itchy with these properties that they want to start unloading them, so they'll start entertaining your offers. I guess, does it work that way with short sales? Or?
Absolutely, it works the same way, really. I mean, the only difference with a short sale is that instead of being owned by the bank, a short sale property is still owned by the seller. But the longer it's on the market, and you can see actually the number of days on market on any realtor MLS report.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
The longer it's on the market means with a short sale property, the closer it is to foreclosure, and more than likely, the more flexible the bank is likely to be on the price.
What happens if you don't have access to that? Can you ask the realtor? Will they tell you?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that we're going to talk about in our series is building a team around you. And realtors is one big part of the team that you want to have as an investor. And they have access to the multiple listing service, and they can tell you things like, what similar properties have sold for in the last.
Which we're going to cover also.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
How what recent what we call sales comparables are. What similar properties have sold for, how many days they've been on the market, all those kinds of things.
Wow, that's exciting. I'm ready for the next video.
Absolutely.
What do you think? We're going to be talking about how do you find out the selling prices of these houses. We're going to talk about some of the exit strategies, and Gerald and I have different exit strategies. So you're going to hear from Gerald, who he holds properties, he sells them and flips them. I'm mainly a flipper, as they call them. Okay, I'm buying these properties and selling them quickly. So we're going to go and maybe financing.
So we're going to talk about how to get money for deals as well.
Everybody else is going to get money. I can't wait.
Exciting.
I can't wait. We're going to get ready for the next one?
Absolutely.
We'll see you on the next side?
Next time.
Okay.
Take care.